Yeah, now we go on with the kings and we have the male energy in tarot. As I have said it with the queens, this is always a bit difficult with male and female. Um, what is male, what is female? It is, of course, we have our pictures that are culturally formed, what is female and what is male. But in real life, we see, especially through globalization and exchange of ideas and things like that, that this is softening. This is not being like a cage anymore. You have to move into these male or female things. You can broaden your view, and especially looking to other cultures, you see that it can be seen very different. For example, just an example from real life, I'm an archer. Yeah, this is in our country considered more a male sport. You also see, of course, many women, but in general, it is considered a male sport. And if you look, for example, to Asia, archery is a very feminine sport. Many women do it, and they do it very lovely ways, different styles than we do. But yes, they do it in a wonderful way. And for example, when I see in our club the ages, then the younger you get, the more women you have. Yeah. So this is also something that changes about generations. And so this is just an example from real life, but I have seen this when I started with archery, and I told someone in my family that I'm going to archery now, and she said, yes, that's nice. And then I said, yes, and I pull now a bow with this much poundage. And she said, oh, you are doing archery? Yeah, and this was such a moment when I recognized that these gender roles are still very, very strong, because she thought I would go with my partner and I would sit there and watch him shooting. But in fact, it was me who was pulling him there to start with it. So this is just a little story from real life, but you can see these roles, as we also encounter them in tarot, they are more fluent than we often think. And what is male and what is feminine is often also a thing of culture, of environments, and of generations, of course. Yeah. So let's start with the cards. And we have here the King of Wands. And he is very much fire energy, very much passion, very much... yes, sometimes he is also choleric. Yeah, someone who is very easy to get outside himself, as we call it in German. So a person that explodes very easily. At times, it has not to be so harsh in any time, but he is a person who tends toward that. He is a little bit like that. And yes, it can also be a boss. It can be someone who is saying other people what they have to do. Yeah, but it can also be a friend. And in the friendships, he is a leading person, so to say. And now we have the King of Cups. And he is, as I have said it with the Queens, when you have a partner, or when you have asked for, or when you are a male who is asking the cards, this card can mean yourself. Yeah, I learned this from playing cards. And for me, it is true that the heart cards in playing cards, they are always what the cups are. And the heart cards in playing cards are the main person you asked for, or you are yourself. So this is something I could transfer to this, because heart and cups are similar. Yeah, this is one family, as I have said it. So this is the male person, the main person, as we often call it in readings. And he is a man with emotions, with feelings, a soft man. But I often see female clients asking me, oh, he won't be a coward or something like that when I tell this. Yeah, and this is something also about gender roles we have very much ingrained, so to say. When I tell them he is soft and he has emotions, they always think, oh my God, I hope he won't be, a guy you can't rely on, and he is always with his head in the clouds and things like that. No. He is a real man. He just has emotions. Yeah. And maybe a little bit more than other men. He is intuitive and things like that. But he is not, someone who is not reliable, or you have to push constantly that he does something. Yeah, this is not the case with this card. And now we have the King of Swords. And he is in opposite to the King of Cups, he is often feared a little bit, like, oh my God, is it a harsh man? Is it a man with sharp tongue? Is it someone who is very analytical and cold, so to say? This is just the same as with the Queen of Swords. Yeah, he is clever, he is rational, he is someone that likes to think through things, but this does not have to mean he has no heart. Yeah, we always have to be careful with these things. If you are not sure in which way a card is, just pick up 3 more cards to describe him. Yeah, so you get his what he is about, his features, so to say. And yes, just do this when you are not sure, but don't be too early with your swords, that you always think, oh, this is a sword card, he has to be cold and analytical and things like that. This is too fast thinking. We all have much more facets and parts in ourselves than many people think. So this card is mainly about a male energy, or a man that is clever, that is analytical, that is rational in thinking, but this does not exclude a heart and things like that. Yeah? And now the last card of the court cards, the King of Pentacles, and he is very solid, very strong, and he knows where he stands, so to say. He is quite similar to the Emperor, somehow, in some ways, because they depict a very similar energy. This is a card in love readings. Women are always very happy about him when they are women who want to build up something now. Yeah, they don't want to flirt, they don't want to have joy, or they also want this, but they want someone they can build something up with. Yeah, someone, maybe you will build together a house, you will have a garden, he will do his job, you will do your job, and you will not just be a flirty couple, you will be partners, real partners, and reliable and strong. And he is also this kind of guy who has strong shoulders to lean on. Yeah, he is a very responsible person, someone who takes life serious, sometimes a bit too serious. This is not the type of guy for every woman. Yeah, he can be too yes, old-fashioned. For if you are a free thinker, you will think that he is old-fashioned and he won't be your type of guy. But if you have different things you prefer, and you want a man that is reliable and maybe a bit old-fashioned, maybe a bit conservative, so to say, then this is your guy. Yeah, everyone has different preferences. This is not just good or bad. You have to see what works for you. And yes, in general, if you see this not as a person but as an energy, he is also a very solid energy. He is a very strong go for anything that has to do with money, with solid things, with real estate, with anything you can own, so to say. And he is a very good card, and also a card for good decisions that will last long and will have a long-term positive effect.